Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of your Wheel and Anchor weekly newsletter. Of course, this is our last newsletter of the year, our New Year's Eve edition, and I'm very excited about the year that is to come. Every year at this time, I do a little practice with some friends of mine, and I've shared this with our Wheel and Anchor members over the last couple of New Years. This is a time of year when many of us are thinking about new beginnings, what's next in 2023. It's a time for New Year's Eve, New Year's resolutions, maybe changing practices and habits. For me, and I think for a lot of people, it's really that time of reflection. And so to put a little structure, a little context to that, I have this, as I say, this little exercise that I do every year where I contemplate three things. First of all, what am I going to take from 2022 and bring forward into this next year? Then the second thing is, what is it that I'm going to leave behind? So, any negative events or memories or whatever it happens to be. Then, of course, the third item is, what is it that I'm going to do more of in 2023? So, take a moment for yourselves, maybe think about that, because I think it's an interesting exercise. And, I've spoken this year a lot about consciousness. I spent a week on a Vipassana, a silent meditation retreat back in August. And, this is one of those things that I know in my life I'm trying to take on more of, this idea of being present, being conscious in the moment to, all the beauty, all the glory of life that's around us. So going back to our little exercise, what I'm going to bring forward into 2023 is intention. And I think that intention is really quite a powerful concept. When we intend things in our lives, when we intend, positive feelings, a positive outlook on the future, very often it manifests itself into reality. And my intention at the beginning of 2022 was that we really have a breakthrough year where we come out of the whole pandemic situation that put all travel, of course, on hold for 2 years. And I was determined that we were going to turn the corner and really set the stage for what the future has. And I think that we've done that. And so I'm definitely going to be bringing more intention forward, more of the same, more great times, great experiences, traveling the world with members. And that's my primary intention for 2022. For 2023. What I'm going to leave behind, on the other hand, and it's interesting, as I was writing this episode this week, I did look back and I made some notes, and I looked back at what I said last year, and ironically, it's actually the same thing. I'm going to leave behind the anxiety over the pandemic, the ongoing ramifications of COVID, but beyond that, even all of the other geopolitical events that sort of shape our outlook on travel. And of course, as you can well imagine, I carry the burden of all of our members who have booked trips with us, and what's going to happen here or there or somewhere else, and with COVID, and now China's opened its doors, and what's that going to mean? And there's a million what ifs in the world, and that really gives rise to a lot of anxiety about the future. And my intention for 2023 is to really leave that behind. And life is short in the end, and we realize that during the pandemic, that we kind of have to seize the day and sort of not be constantly looking left and right and poring over those headlines in the media every day, because that doesn't really help us sort of advance ourselves. We sometimes have to put the fears aside, put the anxiety aside, and look forward. So I'm really counting on putting some of that aside for 2023. And what I'm going to do more of next year is, for me, I'm personally going to do more balance. I think that, we've put a tremendous amount of effort into Wheel and Anchor, into this community, into all the planning for future trips. And yeah, it's been a very stressful, busy year. And so for me, as we grow our team, as we make our whole model here at Wheel and Anchor more efficient, I think it will I think, I intend that it will give the opportunity of more balance. So that's what I want to create more of, more time to really enjoy and stop and smell the roses, as it were. So those are my three. Perhaps you want to consider those for your own. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve celebration. I look forward to getting back on our 2023 series of newsletters as of next week. So have a wonderful celebration. Be grateful, enjoy everything that's around you, all the people that you're celebrating with. And for those of you who are coming here to Thailand, it's less than 2 weeks away. I'm excited to see you all here. As you can tell, the weather is beautiful, and we're going to have a great time. So take care, Happy New Year's, and let's have a wonderful, healthy, happy 2023.